Hello guys, welcome along to a brand new stream. We are out in the garden, which is not unusual, should I say, but it's not our usual content either, because we're going to be working on the garden as we get some weeds cleared up and we get ready for spring. Because we're going to be making the garden look very nice. But first, there's a few weeds that I've got to sort out over here. Because there's this plant here. Which I'm not sure how many others spotted, but I know I was someone who spotted them. And let's so, what we're doing first is we're clearing up these plants. Right. There's a yellow bag that I spotted there. That yellow bag should not be there. That's one thing for certain. I'll deal with that in a bit. Because we're going to need this tool here for the job at hand. Now that one's a weed. In fact, if I use a pot for the weeds, then I can literally deal with them properly. What pot do I use for weeds? Right, got a pot that I'm going to use for weeds. Any weeds that I find, I'm chucking in this pot. Yeah. New adventures. Come and do my reading. 20 quid an hour, and I'll do your weeding. My focus is on my garden for this channel. For the new content that I've decided to add. And no, I won't be dropping the prices just because you're my brother. Right. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, guys. For those of you who are new or old, some of you might remember a thing that I did with my brother a while back, or should I say a few years back, where we tried this sort of content before and it never blew up. But I thought with the fact that that channel's been not publishing for quite a few years, thought why not try on my own channel with a bit of a merger and see how it goes on my own channel with gardening. But yeah, got to sort out everything here if I want the garden to look nice for the next part of the channel. It shall be compost, of course. But with compost, you might have to wait on that until daytime tomorrow. Hence why I'm working on what I can work on tonight. Being the weeds. And when people see the improvement of the garden just from me working out here, they'll go, wow, he is actually working. because there are some already big plants and some that already look like flowers, which I'm going to leave. But ones that look like weeds to me, I'm going to get rid of, is my idea.
What's your idea, George?
Yeah?
What is your idea?
I'm getting rid of ones that look like weeds. And then ones that look like actual flowers are going to get planted into the ground properly once
You're doing a good job so far.
the ones that don't look like weeds are going to get planted properly once I've dealt with the next job, which will be compost.
What one over there?
Hmm?
What one on there?
Well, I've got to clear all of that lot of weeds up first before I do plant things into this whole bed.
Are you going to turn into a gardener, George?
Well, with the fact that I'm not doing TikTok, I thought to myself, what better idea do I have than using my YouTube channel and combining an old YouTube channel that I used to watch?
Face.
Because the old
George,
YouTube...
The moon's there.
Okay, the old YouTube channel that I used to watch was called Simply Home Gardening, which was mainly my brother William's channel. And basically, I thought to myself, well, that channel's been dead for quite a few years with nothing new being uploaded. So I thought, why not use part of that channel's name in my title and basically do a merger and bring it all into one big channel and do like a Simply Home Gardening section on my own channel where I do a series where tonight's the first episode of the series where I'm weeding in our garden before the next step, composting.
Are you doing it live?
Yeah, it's all live as we see. And Mother was like, come and do my weeding. You know what my response to her is?
What?
If she wants me to do her weeding, she's going to pay me 20 quid an hour. No exceptions for her. Because my channel could do with the money-making ideas. Want to know what for?
What for?
So that way I could buy the compost myself rather than using household money for that. If I charge her 20 quid an hour, the first hour, 20 quid, I think if she expects it to be done within 1 hour, right? That 1 hour of work, 20 quid, straight away, enough money to buy compost. Saves buying compost out of household when I can just use that 20 quid that Mum's paid me to get some compost for our garden. See the idea?
Yeah.
No, the thing is, I thought about putting on my boots rather than wearing my shoes, but I thought, nah, shoes are fine. Don't need that much PPE on. High vis and gloves is good enough.
Are you going to put some herbs in the garden?
Huh?
Are you going to put some herbs in the garden?
Not sure what my idea yet is. But the plant pots, I'm just going to shove over there if they haven't got any plants in.
Yeah.
And the ones with plants in, I'm going to just leave where they are for ideas that I have with the plants. So, for example, that one's got a plant in. This one's got some sort of plant in. Not sure if that's a weed or not. And then that one has plants in. So then that way I know what I'm avoiding for work-wise. So pretty much everything in the ground, from what I can see, is a weed. Oh, could do with her weed killer too. Valerie! Goosey gardening. Goosey gardening rather than doing noble mischief. Get so bored that you decide to start gardening rather than doing inside shit. And when people see how well my channel does from all this gardening, they'll go, go Goosey! But I do need to find some worms for the part of the project that I call restoration. Right. Not sure what we're going to do when we lose the light, as in the daylight, but that's the whole point of outdoor channels. You got to work with the daylight as well as the nighttime night. Always the thing with daytime channels, like gardening. With a gardening type channel, you do have to think about the time of day that you're working. Now, with weeding, that can technically be done at any time of day. So if we do lose light, it doesn't matter as such. Right. Literally, everyone's been like, what's he doing out there talking to an audience of one? Well, exactly what I came out here to do. Right. That's that area cleared up. Welcome in to those that are just tuning in. Welcome to the new format for the Goosey channel, where for now we decided to start some new content up. of gardening. The gardening is the new content on my channel. Interesting. What's that long route from? I'm not sure what that long route's from. Looks like that could be important though. Depending on if that's a tree or not, that could be important. What I'll do with that really long route is I'll leave that for a minute, because that's most likely that big tree there that I've just spotted. Right. I'm going to have to investigate that in the morning. But yeah, quite a bit of fun already. Making progress. Making progress already. Ah, that's where that route's probably for. That route is for that little thing there, which is connected to this big thing, whatever this big thing is. That probably looks like as if it needs a trim, because I can see here, for example, it's looking very untidy. Yeah, that bit wasn't even attached to it. Oh, that was from the tree. This bit was from the tree, I've noticed. Are you going to paint the fence? I don't know on that one yet. The main focus is the garden to begin with. And with 20 quid an hour, if I decide to do your garden for that, then possibly fence painting could get done to help brighten up our garden. Not sure if any work needs doing with the fence though before that gets painted, but I've literally seen that there was a tree branch from the tree that had fallen down onto a plant of ours. So I've just cleared that up. I'm just going to check if there's any more parts of the tree. There we go. Trees all broken up nicely. Now, let's just double check and make sure there's nowhere else on this thing. I'm not sure. Do I catch him? He's got flowers on this part here, so might just leave that for now and wait till the autumn for that part. But that tree that I broke up the twig for, that was just sitting in this other plant. Hence why I dealt with that. Now, back to the focus. Weeds. Got that. But yeah, the factory started off with one of the easiest jobs. Tells me where I got to work after tonight. Is I'm sorting out what looks like weed before the next project of finding out what is and isn't actually a weed on the plant side, should I say. Right. How are we looking light levels, guys, that are watching? Probably still good, right? But I would assume they're still good. Right. When everyone starts seeing all this work, they'll be like, wow, he's actually responsible for a garden. What was that big rock doing there? Wouldn't surprise me if this. Yep, thought so. This is from that plant there. Now, there's that lovely looking flower there. Right. We are starting to lose a little light. So, how do we get more lighting out here so we can carry on? That's the only question. Ah, Valerie?
Yes, George.
Can I borrow you?
Yes, darling.
I need a torch.
The thing is, I'm showering currently.
Who?
I'm doing personal care for someone.
You know what? I'll find a way to get
Yeah,
a torch.
I would have supported you with one, but I'll give it to her.
I'll find a torch then. Right. Guys, be right back. I'm gonna grab a torch. Literally working. So, guys, I brought out the light so we can carry on working on where we were working before. Now, there's some we missed over here. But not many. Weed Killer can deal with that. Weed Killer can't deal with these bigger ones, though. Hence why I'm working out here. I thought lighting would have been a big issue, but clearly, when you bring out your head torch, lighting is never an issue. Leaving that purple flower. Right. Right. I'm going to need a plant pot for that purple flower before I weed kill anything, before I use the weed killer anywhere on this soil. Why would I want to use weed killer when I think why would I want to use weed killer when there's a plant that actually looks like a flower? Might get ChatGPT to work that plant out in the daytime. Right. Start our closing curtains. Absolutely fine. They know I'm out here. Right. Looking like we're getting into the messy area of it, should I say? Yeah, this area is the messy area. Welcome to the messy area of the garden. Where the fun gets better. So easy with the light. We have a light, so that is keeping us working. But I don't know how long exactly. Right. Imagine digging into an ant's nest. No, that would be funny. But then with ants' nests, the idea would be if it's red ants, we get out the copy. If it's black ants, they're not too bad. So far, so good. Right. Yeah, that tree is looking fine now. Right. Get out of spiky. Those look like bulbs of some sort. Not sure what though. If they're daffodils, I'm going to need to leave them. They definitely look like bulbs have rooted themselves. Very, very cool to see that sort of thing, actually. Right. Yeah, I can kind of see where the weeds are. Or what I would consider weeds are. What on earth is this? What on earth is this contraption? I'm not sure what on earth that would have been from. But that should not be in our ground. Scrap metal man! I'm not sure what this is, but this should not be in our garden. I will stick that there for a minute whilst I carry on working there, and this will go in a bin or to the scrap metal man if he comes on my way. I'll ask him on Babu and see what he comes back with. And if he does come around my area, great, I can get that sorted. If not, then it's getting that to Mother's for a scrap metal collection. Because why do I even need that sat in the garden? Unless that is linked to that. Maybe, who knows? Right, what I'm going to do is empty this and then bring this back for the next load. Because we've still got quite a bit to go with. And everyone's like, what are you doing? What I want to do. You're wondering what I'm doing. I am doing gardening. Late night gardening online. Well, just titling Moonlight Gardening. What are you doing? Ah. You popping in afterwards over here? Hello! Sorry about Drax still today. No, I'm working all night. Gotta get it ready for compost tomorrow. Battery's like, it's enough for the day. I'm like, nope. If I get started on something, I get it finished. Is the way I roll. The way I roll, I start something, I finish it. Even if it means being out here till gone midnight. Which hopefully I won't be out here till gone midnight. And if I was going to stop, it would be for a food break. But why would I be hungry right now? Daniel thought them strawberries had died out. Daniel! Daniel! George calling Daniel! Valerie? Hey, Valerie, I want to show you something cool. It's not cold out here. There's something that I've seen out here which is really interesting. So, down there you see in them leaves, there are some plants with flowers. Those are strawberry plants, which Daniel claimed died out.
I can't believe you've been talking to yourself.
And when Daniel claimed that these strawberries had died out,
No.
fascinating that they're still alive.
Why don't you leave it for tomorrow?
Because I started a job, I gotta get it finished. When I start a job, I gotta get it finished.
Okay. I respect
That's
you.
how my autism works.
Oh, how do you?
True dedication. Strawberry plants, look.
What?
Right here. Look at them white flowers on one of them.
When was the last time you watered it?
Them white flowers are on a strawberry plant. The rain has been watering them.
Shine the touch back on it. Let me see. Are you sure that's a strawberry?
I'm very sure.
Oh, okay. Cool. Lucky you.
Because look at these ones here.
Yeah.
They look like daffodil type bulbs
Yeah, true.
if you look at them.
Was that why you were shouting my name?
To let you know that the strawberries have survived, like where you thought they had completely died.
Yeah, because there were a lot of weeds here, so I didn't spot them. But you need to water them more.
I will do once I've cleared up the weeds.
Okay.
My main focus is weed clearing.
All right, well done.
And anything that doesn't have plants in,
Yeah.
I'm sticking over in that corner there. Anything with plants in, I'm leaving on the edge here
Yeah, cool.
to sort out at some point.
All right, that's
But the main focus right now is weed clearing.
all right, Judge. Well done.
Tomorrow's project is another day. Should have titled it Moonlight Gardening, but oh well, title's a title, I guess. Title's a title, didn't realise that I was going to be out late. I can just imagine night staff turn up. There you go. Where's Goose at? And then the day staff go, oh, he's outside doing gardening. And when you realise that weeds are literally just part one of this whole adventure tonight. Not sure where part two will lead us tomorrow yet. But God will guide me in the right direction on how to deal with the garden. Right. I can imagine the minute the night star turn up, though. Right. Literally working away here in the dark. Right. Right. Next. Now, I have spotted some creep type stuff. Right. And as a streamer, you do tend to have times when you're talking to yourself. Rebecca,
Yeah?
look at how far I've got already.
Oh,
Still got quite a bit to sort out. But a lot of this stuff looks dead. And you know, Daniel said that some strawberries had died.
yeah?
There's some good luck.
What?
Look. Strawberries are flowers.
That means there'll be strawberries this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're all right then.
But Daniel just couldn't see them because of the issue of what had happened last year because of the summer heat. What? Right. We're clearly getting closer as we speak. Right. Right, raking will probably be a job for the daytime. Right. them strawberries are looking good. With the fact that we've had survivors. Mm-hmm. That's a weed. They're not weeds, I don't think. Well, that one in the middle was. Here's a weed. Now, we are definitely drawing in soon. We are drawing in soon, guys. Because we're right near the end. Look at how far I've gotten. I do need a break for a cuppa though. You know what? Let me empty this. Then I'll go have a break for a cuppa. And then I'll get back to work in a minute. Cup of tea time! Cup of tea time. I say. And I'm getting back up here after. I saw a job. I would have seen it. I saw a job. All right, jump. But yeah, we're rolling on after a quick intermission. We're rolling on very well. What? The fact that I'm not into working and together it doesn't be working. Because most people I intend to be working. And so far, working very well is what I say. If I'm halfway there, I've got like a bit more left to deal with. And then I've done for. And if people found that the outside still working in the garden, so someone tell
That's what I was wondering. load of capital and I'm doing that out there. I've got right head. See, I see what I'm actually doing. I would say I read it. And I look at one section like in order to break it out. You may not take the section to make it out. They said that, yeah, I have. How about property on acts? On acts. It's petrifying that. But I didn't think that. It's penetrated inside. You mix up that line in the beginning. I spotted it. I just tried it. Because that But if I bring like 1 or 2 of my two, that's not so big of an issue. Because I reflect the small to and that's what I'm doing. Something here for you in the kitchen. She had to buy that when she was not playing because I'm the Very expensive. You need things like toilet cleaning that. You see people you read, right? You really need to finish on that. But when you don't want to buy, you got to go right there, paying for your time. That's good. Bring it out. Now, the guys on the top. How do you people? Oh, wait, more than the very fact that I that was just big time there. I didn't have to buy things like toilet paper, etc. No, I didn't have to buy all of that on the top of the screen. Then I buy the things that I need. Technically, if I talk about and decide technically each day and see how much I have left on this week. Not by work. On the 53rd Tuesday, or the second Tuesday of the month. The last time I got paid was, but I think it's more like to be yourself. And then you asked me for that. How would we have had a problem? But yeah, thank you. But I realized really celebrating the day. That could be the other. Otherwise, that would be truly smart. After break. back. If I'm working out either, and what I'm going to do is until the job is done. Because when I start the job, I like to get a job finished. Even if it starts in second late, I'm like, I don't care. I'm done. And they're like, reading it up, I'm like, oh, but it's job I want to get done. And that way I can get work for the next part of the job. So during the daytime, reaching files, getting some compost and feeding that whole area before putting plants that are actually getting the ground. How soon after did they come back? Was it clear at some point how they came back? Or not? When was it that your ones came back, man? With my ones, I see 2 flowers. And the name does the what? I remember something when it's still, when we do, I'm saying, how about 50 pages? For free, or me for paid. What do you want for that favorite? The thing of God is that Outside of flying. Outside of the box is 10:35. You want me whatever I need.
Oh, the police! The police! Why they go to Easter egg now?
Right. Back to I really think it's tough. And you really think it's
cold out there, then you're just weird. Right, back out here, guys. Right. I'm not sure what's flour and what's not here. Right. What I'll do is I'll put you down here. Whilst I sort that out. Right. We are working away, guys. We've had our tea break. Tea break was using a different kettle from our normal one because of some work that was going on with the normal one. Work being some cleaning. Right. You don't normally see any outdoor gardening type channels apart from mine. Well, outdoor nighttime gardening channels is what I should phrase it as. Right. They need moving. So I can cover that. They will get a proper clean tomorrow is my idea. Right. The main idea is de-weeding tonight and then sorting out the main parts tomorrow. Right. So many things down here that need sorting. Because there's one pot here with some flowers in. I'm not sure what stuff is the weeds there. I'm going to leave that till tomorrow, I would say. Right. That's that cleared up there. So now I can actually focus on here. Right. Is that alive or dead? I have no clue. I'll leave that area for a minute. Right, it's alive. It's alive. It is alive. And it's a spider. And I'm out here in the spider's home currently. And you know what? After spotting that, I am done. After spotting that, I am done. Or I would say, because I've just spotted that, I am done. But look, how much I've cleared. I've literally got that. I've literally just got the rest of that area to clear and this area to sort out. Not bad, actually. Not too bad, actually. If I call it a night here. Which I do plan on after what I've just seen. After what I've just seen, an 8-legged creature.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, it's the same one. Hold on. There's one on the wall, and there was one on this bench, just around here. And the one that was on the fence disappeared that quickly. Oh, it's there. Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Daniel? You know what? I'm calling it a night for you. Daniel? I'm calling it a night. Want to know why? I'm calling it a night. Want to know why?
Day and night. What's that?
I'm calling it a night. Want to know why?
Day and night. What's that?
Because I've seen 2 spiders out here.
Oh, you're calling it a night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because there's 2 spiders that I've just seen. And it looks like as if they could be male and female. And if that's the case, baby making overnight is their idea, is most likely the thing. So I've decided that I'm calling it a night. Literally, because I spotted spiders,
Yeah.
and I don't like spiders, especially in the dark when I lose sight of them, I thought best call it a night. Calling it a night because we saw spiders, and spiders and me do not go well. During the day, spiders are much easier to spot and easier to get staff to deal with. But on a night, staff are always busy and I don't like spiders. So yeah, we're done until tomorrow morning. Peace out.
Because